Guys, and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back again with Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game one. We'll keep our opening hand. We're looking for a Kozilek's return off the top. Otherwise, we do have some other hits that I would be happy with, Malevolent Rumble being one of them. Ancient Stirrings would be okay. Otherwise, we have 2, 4. There's also the thought of Verdant Catacombs. So we can go Writhing Chrysalis. We'll go Verdant Catacombs. So let's go Ugin's Lab. Tuck Emrakul. We're going to tuck Emrakul. The reason why this still works out is because then we can play Misty Rainforest and we can hold up the return if we're playing against energy, for example. Triome. Not sure what we're playing against. Could be Zoo. Fledged Strand, and looks like they're going to pass to end step. Well, Misty Rainforest fetch for a commercial district trigger. Stomping Grounds to the grave. Cavern of Souls. Verdant Catacombs and hold up. I was thinking Verdant Catacombs pass, but I think we actually fetch here. For a forest. And Chrysalis. Fledged Strand fetch. So this seems like a Leyline Binding if I had to wager a guess. Solid Fountain Shock, so Leyline Binding for 2. No. If this is Consign main, that tells me this is Dress Down. And that could be problematic. Okay, well, pass. Yeah, because if it is Dress Down, we're going to need to get rid of a Null Drifter potentially. Let's see, we'll have 6. Thundering Falls. It's going to get a bit tricky if that is what we're playing against. Jeskai, I mean, it falls in line. Consign falls in line with Dress Down. Sprawl. So yes, I'll play Temple. Utopia Sprawl. Does this resolve? For red. We'll pass. Let's see the Dress Down on end step. Tune a Narrative, okay. Not Dress Down. Tune a Narrative. I guess it could just be Jeskai control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're short. The only problem here is that if we cast a Devour, we're just taking out our own Utopia Sprawl. Basic Mountain. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'd be 3 short. Main deck Consign is rough. Okay, so there is Null Drifter. So this is likely Dress Down. Fascinating. Okay, they're going to consign the trigger. No. Now I'm not sure what's happening. Put a pause on end stop. Getting the returning yard might still be a good idea, though. So let's just return here. That way we do have the trigger available to us. Ghost Quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we should get a threat on the board. That is a matter of fact. Vow of Destiny. Triggers. And Ghost Quarter. At least this way, Galvanic Discharge for 6. Yeah, you got it. I can't do much about that. Yeah, at least this way we can theoretically trigger return if they do dress down a Null Drifter. Flage, yes. So ideally we need a Sowing Megaspawn Bajuka Bog Kozilek's command. There's the command. How do we want to do this? My thought is this. A consign would be an issue. I'm tempted to Ghost Quarter their Flooded Strand and see if they fetch. But we'd still have to play around the Force. Play the Gemstone Cavern. And at this point, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 would be 1 short. No, it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 would be 2 short. Okay, question of the day. Do we play around a Force or not? Because it's either we do that or we do it on their upkeep. Where if they do counter it, then they won't be able to play the Flage. Otherwise, they play the Flage and potentially hold up 2. I'm going to go for it. Let's see if they have the Force. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess actually, I think, did they play Snapcast? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably correct. Actually, there is an off chance of something. Of a Spell Pierce. So we should go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Do you have a Force or a Consign? Alright, that resolves. So now we have enough for Emrakul next turn. There's a plains. Another Flage. No, something else. Wrath. Yeah, that will resolve. Can't do anything about that. And they're holding up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will return Emrakul to... I should probably done that on end step, but... yeah. Don't think my opponent's doing anything else there. We could... so we can do one of two things. We can hold it, and see if we draw into a 7-mana value spell. I'll play it, though. Imprint the Emrakul, and then pass. Yeah, they have to be holding up a counter spell. Return Emrakul to hand again. Trigger. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, we'd be able to control their turn, sure. But to what end, right? I'm going to imprint it and then just pass. Fetch. Archive. Like, I need something here. Dress down. So again, we were correct about the dress down. Like, just playing it into an open board really would do nothing. Five, 6. I mean, 7 would be Null Drifter. I'm pretty sure only thing they play is Flage and Drifter. I thought about just hard casting. I think we're both in this strange limbo. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll return it. It's on end step. Okay, there's the Cavernous Souls. Name Eldrazi. Hold the Ghost Quarters up. No. And then resolve. Let's see if you play Solitude as well. Dress down? No. Solitude, okay, so they do have the Solitude. Well, we have control of your turn at the very least. Eagle of the... what the fresh... what? Counterspell and Eagles. Huh. Counterspell, Dress down, Eagles of the North. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 8. So I can Eagle Counterspell. Okay, so main. Eagle of the North. I guess we could just also Plane Cycle Fail to Find. Yeah, that might just be more effective. So let's see here. Let's first island, mountain, dress down counter. Get the counter spell out of hand. So dress down, hold the ability to respond. Counter spell, counter dress down. Blue, blue. So dress down has been countered. White, plain cycle Yawgmoth. Look at the deck. So Flage and Null Drifter are the main threats at this point. They still do have Solitude though, so done, fail to find, Scalding Tarn, fetch, fail to find, and then give myself priority, Ghost Quarters, Triome, and refuse, and then pass. Okay, well, we did as much damage as we could. And draw. Utopia Sprawl on the forest. Or red. And pass. Dress down, draw a card. So looking for a Flage and or Null Drifter. Doesn't look like they found it though. Draw. World Breaker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. World Breaker, I will get rid of triple white, 5 white, 3 red, red white, red blue, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go red white. Clear and pass. Is this a large Wrath of the Skies? It is. Draw. Devourer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're short 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we're short 1. So we can just Devourer here is probably correct, just to put pressure on board. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass. Tune the narrative. Wooded Foothills. Fetch. Forest. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Return World Breaker to hand. Sacrifice the Ugin Lab. Cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. World Breaker, get rid of the red-blue source. Attack with Devourer. Down to 14. Fetch a Flooded Strand, grab another red source, I imagine. Yep, Steam Vents tapped. And pass. Go to combat. Attack of all. Paying cost for Solitude. Solitude, exile, World Breaker. Yep. Do you block? You do not. The Jukabog target you. Pass. So that cuts out Flage as a potential option. Draw. Kick a Sowing Mycospawn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mycospawn, kick, Steam Vents for the second red, just in case. Consign to memory, yes. You can consign the triggers, but not the body. Go to combat. Down to 4. You can no longer attack lest you lose. Fascinating. I will not block. Lethal damage is on board. Null Drifter. Rat the Skies. Back to top decking we go. Draw. Talisman. Pass. Pass. Draw. Talisman. Pass. Pass. Draw. Hold. Oh my word. Fetch Arid Mesa. Olive Fountain tapped. Draw. Forest pass. Okay. I know we haven't hit all the threats. Kick a Sowing Mycospawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick, Steam Vents, just in case again. And I'll grab Sanctum-of-Ugin. Pass. Paying cost. For a Null Drifter. No, another Wrath. Yep. Draw. Utopia Sprawl. On red. And pass. What is happening right now? And pass. Paying cost. Prismatic Ending resolves. And draw. And pause on upkeep, actually. Yeah, we'll pause on upkeep. Or maybe we'll wait. We'll just wait. See if they play like a Null Drifter or something. Scaling turn fetch. Did they fail to find? Fail to find. Amazing. So they can no longer unearth a Flage. Evoke a Null Drifter. That resolves. Draw 2. No dress down or consign. Wild. Pause on end step. Command. X equals 6. Hold up 2 for... I forget if or not we saw Spell Pierce, but we'll just hold up 2 just in case. Should have looked more intently. Yes, this will resolve. Maybe we just go World Breaker for the recursion. World Breaker. Trigger. Counterspell. Yes. Oh, I forgot to use 2 mana. Jesus. Malevolent Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At this point, get rid of the red sources entirely. Rumble. Counterspell. Pass. And pass. Arena of Glory, so they can still play the Flage. Windswept Teeth. Combat. Lethal damage. Solitude. Exile, World Breaker. 1, 2, 3, return. Pass. Put a pause on end step. Fetch of Windswept Teeth. Stomping Grounds, tapped. Talisman, pass. Pass. Well, this has become a very anemic game. Emrakul, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Return, pass. Paying cost. Counter the trigger. No. In that case, pass. Paying cost for what? Null Drifter evoked. Trying to find a solution. Draw the combat. Attack. Did we finally get there? Jesus Christ. Solitude. Yeah. Exile. Cast Talisman. Pass. Pass. What is happening? Paying cost. You cannot haste. Whatever you want to haste, you cannot haste a Null Drifter. There's no longer an option. Yeah. Give me for 3. Draw. Sprawl. Red. Said red. Pass. Pass. Sacrifice the sprawl. Draw. Rumble. Counterspell, pass. Paying cost for dress down. Okay, no Annihilator then. I guess you can Flage. So now I need a Devourer. Do I even have another Devourer? 7, no Annihilator. Dress down, sack. Draw. Rumble again. Resolves Emrakul. One, two, three, four, 5. Triggers. Yes. Swear, if you have somehow another Solitude. So I can just draw main Lorn Reveal cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw 3. Pass. And Bone Scoops it up. Okay. That took a while. That was a 30-minute game 1. Right now we're at a time disadvantage. Lovely. What the hell was that game? So Karn's not doing much here. But Stonebrain would be beneficial. We take Dress Down out because we didn't see any Doorkeeper Thrall. Do we cut the returns? Everything but Flage dies to them. That's the question. I feel like we do this. Yeah, this feels correct. Alright. I wonder if Force is good. The like instant speed kill the dress downs. On the draw for game 2, I'll keep this. Reveal Devourer and pass. Arid Mesa, trigger. We'll go with Worldbreaker. Catacombs, pass. There's Thundering Falls. Put a pause on end step. Followed Fountain, shock, and pass. Nope, casting Damp Sphere. Okay. Commercial District, trigger, resolve, graveyard, draw. Temple, pass. And pass. At this point, we just really need a time, or regain our time advantage. Temple, pass. And pass. Forest, pass. It's in the narrative. There's Flage in Yard. Multiple Flages in Yard. Well, I foresee those entering the battlefield this turn. Passing, draw, K command, put a pause on ends, or rather I'll pass and then on upkeep. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We should do one more. Done. And pass. Oh, god friggin' dang it. Target the wrong thing anyways. I misclicked on the scouting tarn, but didn't matter. Ancient Stirrings. Writhing. Kozilek's Command. Forest. Pass to upkeep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Command. Let's try this again. X3. 1, 2, 3. Done. And pass. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn we can play Devourer or World Breaker, respectively. Fetch. Shock. Here's Flage, Null Drifter. Evoked. That's fine. Draw. Gemstone. World Breaker. No. Yeah, I need to be very efficient here. Pass. Flage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw. Pain cost extraction that resolves. Uggin's Lab, Imprint, Emrakul, Devourer. Triggers. Resolve. Yes. Pursuing Mycospawn. Resolve. Sowing Mycospawn, cast. For Bojuka Bog. Target you. Pass. Go to combat. Attack. And pass. Okay. I'm in a much more comfortable spot than I was a few seconds ago. 7. Pass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. To combat. Attack with all. Solitude. Solitude exiles Worldbreaker. Block Swain Mycospawn. Yes. Emrakul. 1. Actually, cancel. Worldbreaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm expecting a counter spell. Target. Resolve. Rumble. Emrakul number 2. And pass. Ultimately respond in case they go to cast a Wrath. That way we can return Worldbreaker to hand. They didn't have a counterspell though, but they could still have... They didn't cast counterspell, but they could still have it. They could just not view Worldbreaker as a threat because of the Wrath. Yep, here comes the Wrath. Nope, Flage. Flage targets. That resolves. Go to second Flage. Pass. Draw. Sprawl, target, red. Promised End. 8. One, 2. Triggers. Combat. Our turn, comrade. Draw. Force counterspell. Main. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is up to, so I suppose we cast. Trigger. Done. Okay. And pass. Ultimately to respond. And we got there. Oh boy, that was a slog. A 45-minute match. Majority of that in game one. But we got there in the end. We'll be back for match 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. We'll keep. And pass. Our grave tapped. And draw. Hugin's Lab. Imprint Breaker. And pass. And pass. Otawara for Froge. Glimpse. Oh. This is not what I thought we were playing against. I thought we were playing against Frog. Well, that is slightly unfortunate. These fetches look a lot worse right now. So does this sowing Mycospawn, the World Breaker, so we go Chrysalis. Done. Any order, and pass. Hold up the ability to respond in case of a field. Yep. Draw. Stomping Grounds. Shock. Tempted to play KGC. Sprawl. On red. At the same time, they can counter KGC, so I think it might be better to go Chrysalis. So they'll break the breaker. It is a forced search. Do you have the archive trap? And pass. Yep. There's another world breaker in the yard now. Another field. If they had 2 archive traps, they would have played 2 archive traps. Not a good matchup. Field number 2 resolves. Is this a sinkhole, or do we have another one? We do have another one. All right. Glimpse. 15 cards left. Draw. Rumble. Not casting that, I'll tell you what. KGC. Minus KGC. Liquid metal coating. And honestly, we probably should sacrifice the spawn. Upkeep, coating, target grave, pass. Instant speed, drown the lock, yep. Pass, coding, target, Karn plus. One, two, three, four, five, six. Play Misty Rainforest. And attempt to return World Breaker to hand. Worldbreaker's back. We pass. Pass. Fractured Sanity. Yeah, you got it. And we lose. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, that's the expected result for this matchup. So we will want to cut the returns, bring in the Chrysalis. Do we want anything else? I don't think so. Alright, we'll run it back. The main benefit of the returns is, I suppose, a 7-mana Life spell can clear the crabs off board. On the play for game 2. I'll keep again. Tucking the Emrakul insulates it from surgical, so that will be good. Trigger, imprint, pass. Hold up the ability to respond. And pass. Shock. Stirrings. Command? Question mark? Command. Done. Any order. Pass. Fetch. Surveil. Yep. Resolves. Hold the blade to respond, just in case. Watery Grave, Shock for Glimpse. Yes, that resolves. Draw. Temple. KGC. KGC minus. Liquid Metal. Pass. Pass. If you have the field, you have the field. You don't have the field, thank God. Baleful Mastery. That's unexpected. Forest. Sprawl. Red. Pass, hold up command, 6 types in yard, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Field. End step. Command X equals 2. Command X equals 2, and we're going to do something a bit strange. I'm going to exile my own Emrakul from my graveyard. Done. They have it. Oh, that's fine. I thought they were going to target the lab. return Emrakul to hand. I guess the archive trap now we could be in trouble. Draw. Ghost Quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we have the Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you have the Drown and Lock? I guess no, you can't Drown and Lock this. We're one short. Probably should have actually exiled 2 things from my yard. Would have been that much better. Drown, that's fine. Yeah, so in retrospect, I probably should have taken 2 out. Fractured Sanity. How's this read? Each opponent. Each opponent. Gotta be joking me. Sink in the Stupor. Main. So like if I cycle, it's 4 versus 14. So probably right to cycle trigger and then cycle. Was it right to even do that? Hedron Crab. You definitely don't want to play the Hedron Crab. Cycle. On one hand, I don't want them paying for it in full. Draw. Into another Fractured Sanity, freaking course. Sink in the Stupor. Playing it doesn't do anything, so I think we just pass. Yeah, I wonder if we should have cycled or not. Like, only milled us 8 rather than 28 across 2 turns. Right? Visions. Like, its overall impact was less. They can't kill Emrakul reasonably. So unless they mill me to death, I think we're fine. But maybe more the reason for us just to have left them with the Fractured Sanities in hand. Oh, double freaking crab. Land 6, 23. Attack. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Play Verdant. 1, 2, 3. Return a Worldbreaker to hand. Sacrifice the Verdant. 1, 2. Talisman. 1, 2. Liquid Metal. And pass. And pass. Bolt to 1. 6 to 16. Do you have a glimpse? Fractured Sanity. 4 to 12. Jace for 15. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they would have had to have milled me over 2 turns, I guess. If I would have had 8 more, I was at 12, they milled 15 minus 3. So I would have been at 5. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, well, I can at least reduce the amount of damage that these Fractured Sanities deal. But by doing so, it still is advancing their game plan. So maybe that was wrong. Because they would have been able to cast 1 Fractured Sanity their following turn. So, I mean, it's possible. Because their extra turn, they would have played Fractured Sanity, milled me for 14. Right? Is it 14? So 10 more than I would have. They would have passed back to me. They would have played the crab, right? So Fractured Sanity, crab, land, milled me for 17. Then they would have been able to... Well, they may have not even seen the crab, though. At least not at that point, because I think all they had was a sink and a stupor and 2 fractureds. We would have attacked in with the Emrakul, passed it back to them, milled me for another 14, for a total of 28. Let's say theoretically at that point they see the crab, milled me for 31. Would that have been enough at that point? 31, and they hit me for 4, so they hit me for 8, 6, so 14, another 6, 20, 24, 39, so a difference of 8. Funny enough, the amount that I did there. So they may have still been able to win. I can't say with any degree of certainty because obviously the cards they would have drawn would have been different. So yeah, maybe it was right not to cycle the Fractured Sanity. That may have been a misplay on my part. Because once again, I was advancing their board state for free. Yeah. I'm not really sure what the best course of action is when taking control of my opponent's turn in this instance. It might just be to pass, right? Well, that said, we'll be back for match 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the draw for game 1. Let's take a quick look. This feels like a mulligan. Yes. Keep pitch lab. Done. Reveal. Yes. Sanctum. Yeah, Sanctum. Pass. Alright, rely on top decks. Saga. Trigger. Amulet. No. So what are we playing against is the question. Probably should have played my Temple. That was a bit of a mistake on my part. Okay, so this is Amulet Titan. Draw. Chrysalis. Red, green, 2. Pass. Problem is they're going to have 2 Amulet of Vigors. This would have been a fantastic turn 2 in almost any other matchup, but 2 Amulet of Vigors, so a bounce land and a Grazer. Okay, so no bounce land. Spelunking. So we have a chance here. Shifting Woodland. They must be looking for a bounce land. Draw Kozilek's Command. I think we just need to go deep, honestly. Actually, we should hold up a green source. That would be wise. X equals 6. Triggers. Trigger 1. Trigger 2. Let's see here. Sprawl, no. Lab, no. I mean, you could try and dig deeper. Emrakul's a no. We have 7, 8, 9. Temple. So we could just KGC, but we're 1 short of... Actually, we can instead EE for 1. That at least takes off Vigor. Alternatively, we could Torpor Orb. So top, bottom, top, top. 1, trigger, 2, 3, 4. Triggers on the stack. Minus ES for EE. EE for 1, done. And then EE 1, 2, triggers. Then we have lethal on board. Okay. That was kind of an insane turn 3, not gonna lie. Actually, oh, did I miss lethal? Could I have 1? Oh, I'm gonna kick myself into oblivion, aren't I? We had 7. Dude, seriously, how did I not see that until after lethal damage was presented? Because now we just lose. We could have commanded for 5, growing the Chrysalis to 15. No. Hold on. I'm incorrect. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Because if we would have done that, we could have gone to 5. So Chrysalis would be at 15. Opponent would be at 5. So we're not... I mean, they're going to grab Aftermath Analyst, new Aftermath Analyst loop now. So even... the alternative option... What would the alternative option have been? We couldn't play Emmy. We couldn't grab Brain. We were short on Brain. By 1. We could have grabbed Torpor Orb, but that actually wouldn't have stopped this. Even if we had gone with, let's say, Soulish Jailer to stop the Aftermath Analyst loop, that doesn't stop them just from going Titan and hasting in Titans, right? Holding command wouldn't have stopped them either. Again, we could... I mean, I guess they wouldn't know we had command. So we could have had a command X equals 5. Scape Shift, Lotus Field triggers. They packed, we X for 5. But like that 50-50s, that's a 50-50, right? Like the alternative is that they just go double Titan. And if they went double Titan, then it wouldn't have mattered. We would have lost regardless. Well, not lost, we just would have been in a good position. It does seem that the majority of Titan players are no longer using Titan as a finisher and instead are using it as an enabler, a way to get the missing pieces of, you know, Shifting Woodlands, Valakut, etc., Mirror Pool for the Aftermath Analyst or the Lumra lines. So I am starting to wonder if maybe it is correct to start attacking the graveyard lines instead of expecting them to just go after the Titan lines. Because I don't think I've seen anyone in a hot minute just go after, like, a hasty Titan, right? Because now they're going to grab Mirror Pool. So if we had X equals 5, they would have sacked their 4 lands. They would have had 2 amulets, though. Like, I'm not sure it would have mattered. Like, yeah, we would have been able to get rid of the Lotus Fields and whatnot. I guess we would have been able to get rid of the Aftermath Analyst. But still would have had a... I guess we could have gotten rid of the T-West. Yeah, so maybe... No, they would have picked up the T-West. But then they would have to pitch the T-West the cost to transmute for Pact. They would have then Packed. They would have sacrificed Aftermath Analyst to cost in response to the activation. Kozak's command X equals 5. We would have been able to get rid of the T-West, the 2 Lotus, Aftermath Analyst, and Shifting Woodland. Yeah. Maybe that would have been correct. It is possible that while I understand how to play Amulet Titan, maybe I since I'm not actively playing it, am out of the loop of what their primary win condition is. Because currently, it does seem like their primary win condition is the Aftermath Analyst loop paired with Valakut. That's what it seems to be at this point. Yeah. Versus prior, I mean, even with the Aftermath Analyst loop as a choice, the primary win condition I felt at the time was still Amulet Titan. It's starting to feel more and more like that's no longer the case, and Titan is just a enabler. And if that is the case, then we should more readily attack their graveyard. Previous to this, I haven't been, because I was of the mindset that opponents would just play out the normal Titan lines, end up with 2, 3, etc. Titans. But it seems so much more common that they go after the Aftermath Analyst loop or the Lumra loop as their win conditions. Because if I had held, command X equals 6 and exiled their lands as well as Analyst, then we would have had another turn with the Chrysalis for lethal. Okay, it's taken a while for me to take that to heart. But maybe we just need to change the way that we play against Titan. We'll be able to play for game 1. There's Force, though we don't have the ability to cast it. Hand looks rough, we'll mulligan. We need a lab for this to work out in any way, shape, or form, and no lands feels rough. Mulligan again. I will keep this. Pitch. Pitch. Done. Imprint. Pass. Hold up the ability to respond. Trigger. Resolves. Draw. They don't have an amulet, so I think we hold and play the Sprawl for green. Hold up the ability to respond. Trigger. There's an amulet. That's going to be 2. For green, Beseiju. Yes, in response, return to hand. Okay, yes. And Commercial District. Trigger. Sanctum to Grave. Draw. Another Emrakul. No reason to let them untap. Force of Vigor. Pass. Pass. And now we need some action. Shifting Woodland. Draw. Pass. Magazine Gardens. Spelunking. But a pause on end step. Actually, I should hold. There's a world where they besage me again. Case in point. Pick up Crumbling Vestige. So they could have Titan as early as next turn then. The biggest thing is right now, whereas before we had a threat on board, we don't now, so I can't just sit back on my laurels. We're currently facing down a Titan. Bottom, bottom, top and draw. Beseiju? Yep. Yes. Forest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Chrysalis. Alright, so we'll hold the command now. Of course, I've had this revelation, and then we're just going to get absolutely smacked down just by a normal, 6/6 Titan. That's where we're at right now. So let's see. If they go the Aftermath Analyst line, we have the command. Yeah, it might just really be that in plain Titan, I'm like, oh yeah, our main win condition is Titan, but maybe I really do need to reframe my belief that that is the case. Because it does seem, whenever I see an opponent cast a Summoner's Pact, it's not for Titan, it's for Aftermath Analyst. Grazer trigger resolves, yes. Picks up the Shifting Woodland. Another Mycosynth Gardens. And passing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Or one short. Yes, we'll go to combat. Actually, do we want to go to combat? Yes, we can go to combat. And sacrifice 1. Is that worth it? We need to apply pressure at some point, so yeah. Maybe if that was the case, then I should have sacrificed the spawn and play the talisman. Yeah. Yeah, that's likely what we should have done. So a little bit of a misplay there. Should have sacrificed spawn, forest, talisman. Would have been the same difference. Alright. Vesuva. Can make a copy of a Cement Grove Chamber. Gonna do Commercial District. Okay. They must be looking for a threat. Bog. Cavernous Souls. Name Eldrazi. So now I need to make a choice here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, actually we are short still. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Play the Talisman. Yeah, if we had played the Talisman last turn, funny enough, we would have had the Emrakul, but I don't think casting Emrakul is correct. Here's the problem. Because right now the command does cover if they cast a Titan or the Aftermath. Looks like GSC, no. It's Cultivator Clauses, which I don't think is in most lists right now. Okay, this could be interesting. Shifting Woodland, draw. Crumbling Vestige, draw. Untapped. Trigger on the stack. Beseiju. I mean, they have 31, 32 lands. Okay, Valakut. Jesus. It's just gonna keep going, ain't it? Did it end? We done? We good? We good. Do we get rid of the Cultivator Clause? I mean, we have to deal damage at some point. We could always try and just swing back into another command. We'll dig 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deep. Worst comes to worst, we cast the Emrakul. I mean, we can't just let the Colossus sit here. That's not a good option. But it doesn't look like they're done yet. They have something else? Well, I guess if they... No. What's their thought process here? Trigger... Do they have the Titan? Looks like they might. Okay, here's Pact. Alright, time to see. Has holding this command been correct? Yeah. So they cast Titan. Wait, 2 packs? Oh my god, it's 2-pack. Triad. There's prime time. Imagine they grab Mirror Pool. So No, I don't know if they can go Mirror Pool. Hold on. Okay, so they're just gonna go the haste route. In response. Well, they didn't go the graveyard route, but the command still was valuable. And keep in mind they have to pay now for 2 packs next upkeep. Bounce, Gruul Turf to hand, and then play Dryad. Yes. We'll take control of my opponent's next turn. Yeah, if they had just gone with the Cultivated Colossus and hasted it, we could have been in trouble. So Gruul Turf, trigger, Valakut. He definitely made this game much more interesting than last. I will say I think command is the keystone to this matchup. Forced to slow down. Opponent scoops it up. I mean, we finally took a game off of Titan, so I'll take it. I think it's possible they may have still been able to win that, but they recognize that they're burning time. Time they didn't have. Chrysalis has been such a house this game that it feels wrong to cut it. But I think it is correct. And we'll run it back. Yeah, I guess in a way, command does cover 2 fronts. The Aftermath and Lumira loops. And then Titan. As long as we can X equals 6. Like, that's a really, really big ask. When they can potentially win on turn 3. Sometimes turn 2. So I don't know. This matchup definitely has gotten more and more difficult as time has gone on. I think the forces are correct, at least as it stands. Remind me, is Nature's Claim instant or sorcery? Because that's kind of, if we do go off of Ancient Stirrings, Nature's Claim. Did opponent snap keep? It is an instant. Okay, so maybe Nature's Claim will be a good replacement. Mulligan to 6. So they snap Mulligan. I think I have to as well. Mulligan. We can keep this. I need a land off the top, though. Keep. Pitch. Well, no. Break or pitch. in case we see a force but no lands. Done, reveal, pass. Mycosynth Gardens, Amulet, oh god. Trigger. There's Ghost Quarter. Huh. Draw. I would have actually preferred that to be in the deck, is the problem. The question now is whether or not we play Ghost Quarter. Can they have the win next turn with the number of cards they have? A bounce land? Tap. So bounce land trigger, tap to make it into an amulet. 1. You would then need bounce land, grazer, grazer trigger 4, grazer Titan, or pact. So that needs to be specifically those 4 cards. I'm going to sit here and believe that they do not have that line. If they do, well, not much I can do about that. Oh, Jesus Christ. So we need to play Ghost Cores and hold it next turn. So here's the problem. We could Stone Brain. We could Stone Brain for Titan. But they could still kill us with Aftermath Analyst. They would need to hit the right cards, though. That's the thing. So is Titan the right thing here? Or just holding Ghost Quarter correct? Okay, you know what? You know what? We can play Ghost Quarter. We can play the Stone Brain. And if we pass at this point, then we should be fine. We'll pass, we hold the Ghost Quarter. Next turn we can crack the Stone Brain. Right. Lotus Field. Yeah. Uh-huh. That was an option. They're playing 3 Lotus Fields now. Meaning, and I talked about this before, how now they can GSC. Oh, they can Cultivator Colossus? It immediately dies. Oh, you gotta be joking me. Stop. Stop it. Stop. 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 What the fresh hell? Well, cracking brain, naming Titan wouldn't have changed anything. What the hell? Do I get to respond yet? I do? Cool. If I... Hitting a bounce land is meaningless here. Hitting to Besage You at least means that we don't lose a land. Because they have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 mana. At this point in time, the Ghost Quarter means nothing. Oh, but if I use Ghost Quarter, then I'm out of land, so I can't even then Karn or Myco spawn. So maybe it's worth just letting them have the Boseiju. At least then we get a land back. We'll still be at 3 regardless. But then we might be at 2 if they bounce my Talisman. So stupid. Yeah, it resolves. I don't know if there's anything I can do. Yeah. Go for it. I don't think anything I do at this moment in time matters. Like, we generally just need them to time out or not have anything in their hand. I just have a sneaking suspicion that's not going to happen. Like, we didn't get that lucky. Of all things, a Lotus Field. I think how he played was correct. So now the question is, do you have a way to kill me? No shot. Explore. Okay, they drew. They're looking for something. Are you seriously not dead? No, they're paying again for... Yeah. Tells me we're not dead yet. Oh boy. Oh, we're tapping for more? Oh no. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe we are dead? What are we doing? Scape shift? Oh, okay, you got the scape shift loop. Alright, kill me in 4 minutes and you got it. Them the rules at this point, actually. I'm gonna press 5. You only found 2? Confusion? Oh, you found 3. So we blow up the T-West. I'll make things much more complicated at least. And you have the Aftermath Analyst still. Jesus. Yeah, go for it. Kill me in 3 minutes and 20 seconds and you have the win. Yeah, like, all I needed was for them not to have... for them not to have the Lotus Field. The Lotus Field was the only way around that Ghost Quarter. Realistically speaking, they have... Do they have the win? No, they're still missing Shifting Woodland. So they're going to have to T-West here for Titan. Yeah. So they still need to find a way to kill me. Let's see if we can do it in 2 minutes and counting. There's the T-West for Titan. Summer, or rather for Summer's Pack. Summer's Pack for Titan. There's Prime Time. Yep. You could just go Mirror Pool and then Haste. Both. That might be the shorter line. You have Hainweir. That way you can actually kill me in the time you have left. Yeah, I think that's what they're going for. But they messed up. Did they mess up? They hasted that. But they still need a Mirror Pool. Seiju. Yes. For commercial districts. Trigger. And then you Mirror Pool. But you can't haste the second one now. You got Ambitious. To Graveyard. Triggers. Fail to find. No, instead go to Echoing Depths to make another copy of Titan. Saga. Gemstone. Utopia Sprawl. For red. And pass. Yeah, they got there in time. Saga trigger. Yep, they'll attack now for 18. Fail to find, fail to find, fail to find with 10 seconds to spare. GG's. Should I have Brain for Titan? Like, also we died to Titan. The alternative was dying to the Aftermath loop. I feel like I played that correctly. That we set up the Ghost Quarter. It boxes them out of utilizing their amulets on bounce lands. And then we can Brain for Titan the turn after. I feel like that was correct. The only snag in that plan was the Lotus Field. Damn. The funny part is, unironically, if we had named Titan with the Stone Brain, then they wouldn't have been able to execute that plan as efficiently, most likely, and I think we may have been able to win on time. Well, sometimes we win some, sometimes we lose some. And I mean, in Paper Magic, we would have been in time, been in turns, right? And they would have executed the loop regardless. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it came down to that Lotus Field. There's not much I can do, I don't think. I think I played it correctly. Let me know down in the comments if you disagree. With that said, we'll be back for Match 4. On the draw for Game 1 of Match 4. They reveal Kihira. It's going to be a freaking long one, Jesus. We are on the draw. We have Gemstone. I'll keep this. I think we will exile the Utopia Sprawl. Keep land, exile, pass. Shock, steam vents, pass. Do you have a spell snare? That would kind of suck. Eldrazi. Rumble. Selling Mycospawn? Yeah, probably. Because next turn we can play the Mycospawn, and then the turn after kick the Mycospawn. As long as they don't interact with this spawn token. Yes, that resolves. Tune the narrative. KGC, no imprint. Sowing Mycospawn cast. Trigger. Eldrazi Temple. And pass. Paying cost. Surprised they didn't discharge my spawn. Huh. Okay. Well, that might cost them. Triome. Draw. Lab. Trigger. No imprint. Kick Mycospawn. Mycospawn, kick Triome. And we'll grab another temple. And pass. We have a threat on board. You have another Galvanic Discharge or a Solitude. Pass. Another Triumph. I'd imagine pass. They have a counterspell in hand, so we might use this command as a... Actually, we can use Stirring instead as a permission spell. If they counter this, then we can probably play Karn. Yep. KGC? You have a force? No force. Minus. Opponent scoops it up? No. Just thinking. I will go with liquid metal coating. Go to combat. Solitude. Solitude hits Mycospawn. Yep. Exile into Fairy. Interesting. And pass. This is going to be another long match. Leyline Binding Karn. That's fine. Draw. Sprawl. Dead card. Liquid metal coating. I'm going to cast command. I should have maybe not played coding right away. Rumble. Bog. I'll pick up the Rumble. Yeah, I should have held up a green just in case of that exact scenario. Put Kahira to hand. Wrath. Yep, that's fine. Look metal. Oh. Holding up something. See if I can bait out whatever it is with Talisman. No. Rumble? Yeah, that's what's trying to bait out. Yeah, we should have held up the Gemstone Caverns last turn. Cycle. Oh no, Kahira to hand. Yikes on these draws. Fetch, Surveil land. And Kahira. Push the end step. Return. Can I please draw into something worth of value here? Yeah, if I would have potentially just had thought to hold up the green for Rumble, we've been in a much better position. Rainforest. Fetch. For Commercial District. Trigger. Like yes, but also no to Graveyard. Sprawl. For green. Sprawl. For red. Probably should have held up the return, but they have 4, not 5. I guess they could Solitude. Or Subtlety, rather. Opponent's thinking. This is going to be a while. I can feel this one's going to go down to time. Wrath for 2. Yep. Draw. Stomping Grounds tapped. Pass. Put a pause on end step. Draw. Forest. Pass. Actually, yeah, pass. Put a pause on end step. Draw. For the love of God. Please, can I draw into something of value? Pass. Put a pause on end step. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. You know what? Fine, I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in Mycospawn, Triome, floats the red, has a Gavanic Discharge. Could Bajuka Bog them. Let's Bajuka Bog them. No Flash for you, please. Discharge. Put a pause on end step. Draw. Rumble. I was about to say, I know where that resolves. Pass. Put a pause on end step. Draw. Oh my word. Pass. Put a pause on end step. I'm starting to wonder, maybe I should put a Mystic Forge in the side. Christ almighty. How are we whiffing this hard? Pass. Pause on end step. Found a land finally. Draw. Oh my god. What is happening right now? Subtlety. Trigger. Return number 1. Force it, I dare you. Return number 2. Pass. Draw. Oh my god, thank you. Of course, they'll have a Solitude. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me back my Karn. No. 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 Resolve. Minus Karn. Yes. The Stone Brain. Does it resolve? No. Pass. Solitude. Put a pause on end step. Wow, really nothing? That's surprising. Draw. Devourer. Minus. Yes. The Stone Brain. Counterspell. Combat. Somehow survives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I need a color source. Triggers. I'm trying to put triggers on the stack. Pass. No. No. And no. Put a pause on end step. Fetch. Lethal's on board. Reading Pool Shock. For Solitude, which they'll play when I attack. Yep, it's a 9. What are you doing? To Fairy. Sure. Tick up. curious. Oh, you have frickin' Orange Chant? No. The combat? Attack all. This feels like bait. But I feel like I need attack to fairy. Maybe it was bait. Take up Karn. On nothing. Pass. Hold up command. Here's Solitude. Oh, binding. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna just see if they have a force. Look through the remainder of my deck. Wow. Forest. Bottom to bottom. To my opponent scooping. Please, for the love of God, and my suffering. Control. Were we on the play or on the draw? We were on the draw. Win for game 1. Remove return. Add in Chrysalis. I think that's it. Run it back. I've had some really tedious games this league. Holy hell. I was thinking this would be like at most a 2-hour and 30-minute league. There's going to be a good old like 3-hour, 30-minute league at this rate. Especially if this match goes to a game 3. I'm gonna want to cry by the end of it. On the draw for game 2. I can keep this. Keep. Pass. Draw. Well, didn't really want to see that. Would have loved to see any other land. Pass. I mean, it's likely they have a consign in hand if I had to bet. Talisman. Rumble. Fetch. Counterspell. Shock. Counterspell. Yes. Pass. And pass. Alright, next turn we'll kick a Mycospawn and try and grab a Cavernous Souls, Ridiculous Archive, and pass. Draw. 3, 4, 5, yep. Trigger. No imprint. Kick. Targets. Pass. You have a consign. Yeah, at least have a counterspell. No? Wild. Or if you do have a consign, you're only countering the bot. No. Cavernous Souls. Name Eldrazi. Counterspell the Mycospawn. That's fine. That's the last creature counterspelling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dampening Sphere, that's fine. World Breaker. Honestly, I feel like that Dampening Sphere might hurt you more than it hurts me. Windswept Teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, am I short one? Oh, yeah, I am. Duh. That's a bit unfortunate. I wanted to fetch for a commercial district. I'll be able to do that now. Should have played the Ugin's Lab. The Dampening Sphere is going to hurt you more than it hurts me. Immediately hits self in face. Great job. Trigger. White or red? White. Pass. Pass. Thank God. That could have gone so much longer. Alright, well, on that note, we'll be back for match 5. Alright, and we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. No, we cannot keep this hand. This hand's not much better. Like, what makes his hand good? Temple Lab, 8, I mean, 12.5% chance per draw. Sure. Sprawl. Play, pass. And pass. Forest. Delay the halfling, we'll bolt the bird. Do we want to ramp? We definitely want to exile. I think I might want to scry draw. No. Okay, well that wasn't much better. All our roots of this is Yawgmoth. Thank you, but also no thank you. The twisted irony of putting that Mycospawn on the bottom. So Yawgmoth, nope, all our roots. Chris, tick up. Aggie, draw. Gemstone, still not enough. Yeah, we would have kept the Mycospawn on top. Like, there's no reason for me to do so, though. So I either want a soul land, or I want... Oh, Jesus. Talisman helps. We get to cast a thing. I'm not sure it's gonna matter too much, but we can cast a thing. Targets. Yeah, that's fine. So now they're looking for the second Yawgmoth. Did they find it that quickly? No shot. Dredger's Insight. Whenever one or more artifact and or creatures leaves the graveyard, gain 1 life. Mill 4, put an artifact creature land, mill this way into your hand. Oh. Well, oh, okay, so they get the marionette. Aggie. Ballista. You win. You got it. Nothing I can do there. Because at that point, they make Yawgmoth into Ballista. Yeah. You got it. You got it. Okay. Well then. Yawgmoth. Lost for game 1. Yeah, we just whiffed hard there in the early turns. I don't think Stonebrain's good enough in this matchup. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great. Do I even have a Yawgmoth plan? I do. Cut 1 gemstone for 1 return, and that's it. Really? Is that the plan? Is that right? I'm not sure that's correct. And I'm thinking about it more. I mean, the returns do hit their entire board. I wonder if another Chrysalis might be correct, though. I'm not sure, like, Karn by itself is great here. Yeah, I'm tempted to cut Karn. But at the same time, like, it hits Aggie. Maybe drop 2 Karn for 2 Chris. Cut Gemstone for 1 Chris. Kind of treat it like Blink. Is this right? Yawg. Cut 3 Karn for 3 Chrysalis. Oh no, cut 2 Karn. That's right. For 3 Chrysalis. Okay, yeah. This seems okay-ish here. 3 returns still seems fine. Yeah, let's run it back like this. Though maybe the Karns are beneficial since they are running the Ballista line. But then again, they don't need the Ballista. They just put it on 0, then Aggie. But if Karn's on the board, then they can't even activate Aggie in the first place. On the play for game 2. I can keep. Temple, pass. Pass. Catacombs, fetch, forest, delay to half lane. Yep. Draw. Cool. Talisman. Stirrings. Sowing Mycospawn. Done. Any order. Pass. Pass. Now we hope they don't interact with our mana. Seiju. Rude. Commercial District. Chrysalis. Top. Cavernous Souls. Name Eldrazi. Chrysalis. So I'm debating whether or not I want to get rid of that delayed halfling. Green, red. I think we just hold up the return. By that logic, I probably should have tapped the commercial district. Mortuary resolves. Ooh. Don't like that. They play Aggie. Okay, holding up the returns right then. Yawg. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold up. Green, colorless. Tempted to Bajuka Bog here. That way they can't grab that Fulminator Mage out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would be 12. I mean, we can always... Yeah, let's just Bajuka Bog. Can't really... Well... Yes, I can attack. This is kind of an interesting line. I didn't foresee them blocking, but it was worth a shot. Colorless. Yes, that resolves. If you want to kill my Mega Spawn, that would be fine. That'd be put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the Emrakul. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Yes. Yep, put on Yawg. Now Yawg can generate mana. Fetch. Grist. Grist tick up. Oh, Jesus, they hit 2. That's unfortunate for me. KGC. Let's see if we can bait them into something. So, attack Grist. They'll block with both insects. And then sacrifice them. Yes. Yes. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Rude. Damage. World Breaker. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast trigger, target. No more Aggie. Yawgmoth, yes. Target's Soin Megaspawn is down. That is fine. Oh, you got to be joking me. So when's the correct time to throw out the return then? Is it now? Because they can sack it. Yeah, I think it has to be now. I should probably have done something a little bit differently, but I should have sacked those. I should have sacked those individually and triggered them. Okay, that way they can't just loot the Yawgmoths. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One short. Light Halfling. Saga target Yawgmoth. Gris tick up. Nope, Gris tick down. Kill Worldbreaker. Endurance. Target my yard. Which means Emrakul is offline. Yeah, that's a thing you did. Hit me for 3. And draw. Chrysalis. Let me just take a look at some of my sideboard real quick. Like we could go Soulish Jailer, actually. But then Soulish Jailer just eventually dies. Could just use Grist. Yeah, still think we play the Chrysalis. So now what we can do is I can cast Karn, grab Tormod's Crypt. Yes. What the? Oh. Apparently I got in top 64 of the challenge I was doing earlier. No, can't complain with that. Resolves. Trigger. KGC. Minus KGC. For Tormod's Crypt. No more Yawgmoth loop. It's not allowed. Target. Sack and response. Trigger. And pass. Okay. So they can kill the Writhing Chrysalis by sacrificing the Yawgmoth they want. Yes. And then attack Karn. So 1 type in yard, 2 types in yard, 3 types in yard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We draw into a temple and we might be able to get out of this. Never mind. Uh-huh. Aggie. Uh-huh. Tormod script, target you. Pass. This basically just replaces the temple we lost. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are one short. Is it light halfling? Well, now you can generate mana for what it's worth. Beseju Wonders. Yes. Grab a Stomping Ground tapped. I guess they could use Aggie to strip my graveyard if they're worried about Emrakul. Force, yep. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 10. Cast no no kick. For another temple. Four, 5, 6. So 4, 8, 10, 12 were one short. Can't attack. Yes. Put it on the token. Yes. Pass. What we thinking here? I just either need one more type in yard or one more land. This is game 2, right? Yes, it is. That resolves. Take down Grist, so now they can Aggie Grist. Sacrifice the Light Halfling, destroy the Writhing Chrysalis. That resolves. Then Aggie Grist. Put a token on probably Yawgmoth at this point. Okay, on the insect, that's fine. Take up, take up. Mill a Yawg. Mill a Verdant. Second in response. Beginning of combat. Opponent is Tinkin. Do they sack again is the question. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, we are a temple off. Oh boy. And they realize it, so sack, no legal targets, no draw. Alright, so now we're 3 off. Draw. Windswept Teeth. Can't attack, so we'll pass. Proliferate. Yes. Can't really do much. We're going to put a pause on end step. And let you do your thing. You'll take up Yogg, take up the insect token, make 2 tokens, Aggie on Yogg, targeting the insect token. Take up of the insect token to make an insect token. I guess you probably take up with the Yogg first, yep. Yep. Proliferate. I'm surprised you didn't first Aggie on the insect token. Unless their plan is to use it to strip away the types of my yard, which might be correct here. Nope, they grabbed the Yogg. Then take up with the insect token, so they missequenced, I think. Proliferate again. Like, why wouldn't you take up on that first for more loyalty? Down to 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fetch. Stomping Ground stepped. Soul Land. Temple. We need an Eldrazi Temple. Or Malevolent Rumble. Not a forced. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you got it. That's rough. Alright. Well, unfortunately, sometimes win some, sometimes lose some, and unfortunately, we lost that one. With that being said, solid league overall, so I can't complain all too much. With that being said, as always, if you guys did enjoy that video, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did notice any mistakes that I made, any lines that I missed, or just some general feedback. For as much as I hope that you all learn from me in both my successes and my failures, I hope to learn from you all as well. Not last but not least, but if you aren't already subscribed and have reached this point in the video, please do consider subscribing. We're getting closer and closer to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. With that being said, folks, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!